Hey future CNAs and CNA instructors, welcome back to my YouTube CNA training channel. And if it is your first time dropping in, I'm Nurse Dar and I hope you plan to stay for a while. In today's training video, I demonstrate how to perform the Prometric testable skill, assist a resident needing to use a bedpan. But before we dive into the demonstration, y'all know we're gonna have a little teachable moment. Look guys, this is a skill where precision and infection control matter. In the state of Texas, only 90% of test candidates pass this skill. And I want to make sure that you do not fall into that 10% who miss key steps. So, what are the most common incorrectly performed steps? Not positioning the head of bed in a high Fowler's position after placement of the bedpan. Misalignment of the bedpan. Not placing the bedpan correctly. Not removing gloves after placing the bedpan. Not standing completely behind the curtain or screen. And a big no-no, emptying the contents of the bedpan and or rinse into the sink instead of the toilet or bedside commode. Now, what are the most common omitted steps? Not using proper body mechanics, not raising the head of bed after placing the bedpan, skipping hand hygiene, and not offering the call light. Watch the video, don't skip through, pause and rewind when you need to. I want you all to stick with me and I'll help you join that passing 90%, prepared and confident. Hey guys, be sure to drop a heart, subscribe, and share or refer to anyone who needs this. On to the demo.
Come in.
Hi, good morning, Ms. Ryan. I'm Julie, your CNA, and today I'm going to help you with the bedpan, okay? Before I get started, I just want to make sure your bed is in a low, safe position, and it is. Your bed wheels are locked. I'm just going to place the call light in your hand, and I'm going to provide you with privacy. All right, Ms. Ryan, before I go wash my hands and gather my supplies, is there anything I can do for you?
No.
Okay, are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back. Washing hands. Okay, the first item I'm gathering is a Chuck's pad. I'm going to use this as my clean barrier. Place it on the table and manually unfold it, making sure I do not shake it open, making sure it does not come into contact with my clothing. The next item I'm going to get are 2 pairs of gloves. Another Chuck's pad that I'm going to use as the linen protector. Some hand wipes. Now, depending on your scenario on your instruction card, you're either going to have to use a fracture bedpan or a standard bedpan. So on your instruction card, if it has that your resident is recovering from hip surgery or they have a femur fracture, you'd use the fracture bedpan. If it doesn't say anything like that, use the standard. And a roll of toilet paper. So I should have, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. All right, Miss Ryan, I have all of my supplies. I'm just going to raise the bed to a comfortable working height for myself, okay? So I won't strain any muscles. So you're gonna feel the bed rising up, okay?
Okay.
You've been doing okay today?
Yes. How about
Awesome.
you?
I've been good. I've been good. Okay. These are older beds, so it's going to take a little while for it to get all the way up to a comfortable working height for myself, but it'll get there. All right, so with placing the linen protector and the bedpan, you can do it one or two ways. You can either have the person move closer towards you and then assist them with turning on their side to place the bedpan, which takes a little bit more of your time up, okay? Or you can instruct the resident to raise their hips, and that's how I'll be demonstrating in today's video. All right, Miss Ryan, I'm just putting on my gloves. Just gonna prep my linen protector, rolling it away from me. Okay, can you give yourself a hug, please? Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and give your call light back. Okay. When placing the linen protector and the bedpan, it's really important that you maintain the sheets in a manner that they're not going to fall into the bedpan. So what I'm doing, some evaluators will have the resident wearing a gown and other evaluators won't. So it just depends on that evaluator. So if the resident is wearing a gown, you want to grasp the gown and the sheet and roll them up like so, okay? That way you're not risking, or the gown and sheet is not at risk for falling into the bedpan when placing and removing, and also it lowers the risk of that resident being overexposed. So what I'm doing now is just lining up the linen protector, making sure that when I place it, it's going to be completely underneath her buttocks and peri area. All right, Miss Ryan, if you could go ahead and flex your knees for me. And then on the count of 3, I'm going to have you push your heels into the bed and raise your hips. And I'm going to place the linen protector in the bedpan, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Awesome. So what I'm doing right now is just placing the linen protector. It doesn't have to be straight, but it does have to be completely under the resident's buttocks and peri area. Now I'm going to place the bedpan. The bedpan has a wide end and it has a narrow end. The narrow end must be facing the footboard. Okay, go ahead and relax. Does that feel okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm just going to release the sheets. I'm going to remove my gloves without contaminating myself. Immediately dispose of them and immediately verbalize washing hands. All right, Miss Ryan, I'm just going to raise the head of bed, okay? So you can be in a more normal position for elimination, okay?
Okay.
Just going to get it to a high Fowler's position. You can relax your arms too if you want, okay?
Okay.
Okay, is that good?
Yes.
Okay. Just going to check to make sure the bedpan is positioned good, and it is. All right, Miss Ryan, I'm just going to lower your bed to a low safe position. All right, Miss Ryan. So here's your toilet paper and the hand wipes. The hand wipes are for you to use when you're done to clean your hands, okay?
Okay.
Are you able to reach these items?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go stand behind the curtain. You have your call light. When you're done, just ring the bell for me, okay?
Okay. Ding ding.
All right, guys, look, it's at this time when you're standing behind the curtain that the evaluator will actually check the placement of the linen protector and the bedpan. And then at that time, the evaluator will tell you when to come back to the bedside. All right, Miss Ryan, I'm going to go ahead and lower your head of bed, and I'm going to raise the bed height back to a comfortable working position for myself, okay? right, I'm just gonna put my gloves back on, or put on a clean pair of gloves. And then we'll get your bedpan and the Chuck's pad removed, okay? If you could, go ahead and give yourself a hug. Okay. Again, I'm gonna roll the sheet and the gown up to make sure that it does not fall into the bedpan. Before I remove the bedpan, I'm going to grasp it, right? So I have a good grasp on the bedpan. All right, Miss Ryan, can you go ahead and bend your knees for me? And then on the count of 3, the same way that I place the bedpan and linen protector, I'm gonna have you raise your hips, okay?
Okay.
And just push your heels into the bed. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Okay, you can go ahead and relax. When you remove the bedpan, you want to make sure that you keep it level. I'm going to go ahead and roll up this linen protector and dispose of it into the waste bin. If you used a towel or a waterproof pad as your linen protector, please ensure that you do not throw it away in the waste bin. Make sure you dispose of those items into the soiled linen hamper. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and empty the contents into the toilet. I'm going to rinse the bedpan, and I'm going to empty the rinse into the toilet without splattering. Then I'm going to dry the bedpan. You want to make sure you have it completely dry, because there are some evaluators that once you state skill complete, they'll go check. Okay. And then I'm going to replace the bedpan back into storage. I'm going to replace the toilet paper back in storage and the wipes. I'm going to remove my clean barrier. My tabletop is still clean and dry. Then I'm going to remove my gloves without contaminating myself. Dispose of them, washing hands. All right, Miss Ryan, I'm just going to replace the table, and I'm going to lower your bed back down to a low safe position. Your bed wheels are still locked. And just checking, make sure you still have your call light in your hand. Would you like for me to keep your privacy curtain closed, or would you like for me to open them?
Open it, please.
Open? Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, Miss Ryan, we are all done. Is there anything else I can do for you before I leave? Would you want some juice or a snack?
No, thank you.
What about your magazine?
No, thank you.
Okay, are you comfortable?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, I will see you later, okay? You have a very good day.
You too.
Thank you. Washing hands, skill complete.
Shame on you. You are.
Okay. Ready? Yes. Okay.
Wait, open the curtain. Or close the curtain.
Oh, yeah.